Well, my name is Erica Christie, and I'm a legally blind mom to a toddler on the autism spectrum. So we have had our challenges. Being a legally blind mom is definitely has a lot of challenges. So I'm thankful for all the tools that I have been taught through the program. We really have worked a lot with sound, me kind of developing a little Marco Polo game with my child. I always say, check in if I don't know where he is, and he will respond, check in. The program has also taught me using the sight that I do have in the best way. So my little guy, when we go out to things, and not today because it was too hot, but usually he's wearing a bright safety vest so I can see him a little easier. And he has a little tracker that I can push and beep so that I can find him if he gets away from me. And then we've just kind of learned a lot of tactile things. The program's given me paper, special Braille labeling paper so that I can put children's books in Braille for me and my family, because you can find books in Braille, but the library is pretty limited. And with the amount of books that a child needs when they're learning to read is insane. They devour everything. And so you have to have, constant changing of books. And so being able to put some of those in Braille for myself has been really, really helpful. And so the program's given me the paper to do that because it's a little pricey to get that paper every time I need it. And I've probably brailled, I'd say probably about 20 books of my own supplies already. And that's a lot of books. So they've done stuff like that. And then they've also just helped me have other games that I've developed with Rowan, other tactile things. And so that we're playing together and I'm learning to teach him to read and things. And we're doing all of that in more tactiles of settings. And I don't think I would have been able to come up with some of those creative lesson plans without Aaron and the program's help. I think the most interesting thing I've learned is that a lot of the fears that I've had as a mom are normal and I'm not alone in having them. And that a lot of the things I worry that my child was doing that were, behavioral in a negative sense of the word, were actually very age appropriate and were all things that we could learn to overcome together with tools. And the program gave me all of those tools to do that. And every time there's a hurdle of something I'm wondering how to find a resource for, how to get over a certain parenting battle, the program always happens to have the resources I need to help teach us about it. I think the most helpful thing and interesting thing was to just learn that I'm not alone and that all of these things I'm experiencing are normal, even if your child is on the spectrum or not. I often do wonder who I would be without the program. And I think I would be more confused as a mom. And I think I would have had to do a lot more research. I don't really fully know if I 100% knew what I was getting into stepping into being a parent, and that's okay. No one ever really does. But it's really daunting to have to then learn all of that on your own. And so having the program and people who have been teachers for 20 plus years, or who are nurses, or who have degrees in child psychology and child development, it's really helpful to have them in your corner and just remind you that all of these things are normal, all these things are developmentally appropriate, all these things will pass, and here are some tools to help you along the way while these things are coming and going so that you can shape the best little human possible.